So, if you are watching this video, you are probably here because you need to beat Shaolin Shuffle on Infinite Warfare Zombies for the Soul Key or the Talisman. In this video, I'll be showing you all of the steps and obviously all the part locations and stuff. Now, there are a few steps that I missed, but I will put them in the description so that you can just read them and be like, okay, yeah, that's where they are. Any locations that you don't understand or that I don't show in the video, I will put in the description, or if you just comment and ask, then I will reply. So anyway, this is going to be the best guide, in my opinion, because I'm going to go through everything and I'm going to explain it to you as if you've never played this game before, so you can understand each of the steps and where to start and where to end. So, of course, whenever you start Shaolin Shuffle, you need to get to round 5, and then you need to use one of the chi abilities, the like karate abilities, and you need to get 15 melee kills, and then you unlock the shuriken. Once you unlock the shuriken, you can go speak to Pam Grier, which is the obviously the character of this map, because each of the maps have secret movie characters in them. So once you've spoken to Pam, a bunch of rat traps around the map will spawn. Now, these rat traps need to be shot, or not shot, but destroyed with a shuriken in a certain order. The rats that are inside of the rat traps, once you break the first rat trap, you can pick any of them, you can break one, and then a rat will spawn. The rat will then run and take you to the next rat trap, and this will go on, I believe, 6 times before, at the final one, the rat will get to it and it will just disappear when you break it. And obviously no rat will spawn, but you will see that nearby there will be a yellow circle, a bright yellow circle that will spawn. Now you have to get a few kills inside of this yellow circle, and then once you have gotten the kills inside of the yellow circle, you can then start the, like, I guess you can actually start the Easter egg now, because a bunch of ninjas will spawn. I believe it's 6 or 7 ninjas. You will kill those ninjas, and then a key will spawn in the yellow circle. Pick up the key, and then go to the Bang Bang subway area. When you go down the stairs near the Pack Punch part that I will show later on in the video, there will be a bunch of lockers. And on one of the lockers, there will be some Chinese characters. Go up to the locker and hold X on it, or the interaction button for your, I guess, like whatever platform you're playing on. And then the locker will open and there'll be a bunch of like symbols on the inside. Now these symbols don't matter. They spell out Soul Key, but obviously it doesn't matter. It's just to start the next step. Then around the map there are these sections of the map where there are large Chinese symbols. You need to shoot these Chinese symbols in order, but they don't change, so it's really easy. So you have to shoot outside of the Black Cat Dojo on the right side, where the barrier is. If you go up the construction scaffolding, you will see 2 Chinese symbols. You need to shoot the one on the left. Then in the Inferno Disco, on near the terrace exit that goes up to the lion statue, in a window where the bathroom is, you'll be able to see 4 little Chinese symbols. You shoot the second one, and then when you go up near the lion statue where the Volk wallbuy is, there's uh, 3 symbols above the Volk. You're going to want to shoot the one on the furthest left and then the one in the middle, and you'll hear a gong sound. And then you will go back to the Black Cat Dojo, and there will be a rat symbol outside of the Black Cat Dojo. So then once you are ready, you're gonna need a weapon for this. So it can be any weapon. I'd recommend a pack punch weapon, but if you don't have director's cut, then it doesn't need to be a pack punch weapon. But you're going to have to kill the Rat King, and the Rat King is pretty strong, in my opinion. So what you're gonna want to do is you are going to want to kill him, and once you've killed him, he will drop an eye. I'd recommend some guns for this Easter egg as the Type 2, the Butcher variant, the Legendary variant, the Atlas, the Mauler Sentinel, the Mauler Mammoth, or the FHR. The VPR is pretty good, but a lot of these weapons of getting them out the wheel. So,
opponent you have become, and you will need to train harder if you are to defeat me in battle.
Symbols like the ones that you found spawn.
When we lose one
On
sense,
screen, I'll
the
show
others
you
become
each of
further
them.
enhanced.
You must once again
Know
face
this
your
isn't a
enemy
weakness for your foe,
and bring
And you need to go around and use the eye, which is the tactical throwable button on your controller or keyboard. And once you have clicked it, your character will do like a scan, and you will be able to see the logo if it's there. Each of the locations for the logos, they will only spawn once you've shot in the previous one. So you have to go to each of these, check if there is a symbol, and one of them there is a guaranteed symbol. Once you have shot in the symbol, you can go and check the other ones for the symbols, and you can go to the next step. But each of these symbols are in sort of hard to find locations, and just can be kind of annoying to get. I think, in my opinion, Shaolin is a great Easter egg, but I think it's just got a lot of filler between these steps. The symbols is definitely a step that I would remove if possible, but obviously you can't. Um, each of the locations on the map uh, are slightly off, because obviously I can't see the symbol, so I can't shoot exactly where it would be. But if you just look in those areas, you will see the symbol if it is there. Once you have shot all of the symbols, and you've gone to all of the locations, and you've shot all the symbols, you can go down to the one of the two train stations, and there will be these like phones. Now you can go up to the phones, and all of them will be red except from one. Once you have gotten the symbols, you can listen to the phone call. But I realized that in the recording that I had missed one of the spots, so this is the spot. It's up on an air duct in the Inferno Disco. Now, this location does require the chi ability to get to. So anyway, back to the phone. The phone will play a Morse code 3 number, like a triple digit number.
No
So
matter
you need
how
to
much you
listen
train,
to
your
the
inevitable
digits,
waiting
and I will
to
put
reach you.
links to
Through that
a
jugular!
so check what your number is. Now, once you have figured out what your number is, you need
I'm
to
no
go on
one's
the map,
meal,
and there are these
sugar.
nightmare summer
Especially not
posters.
yours.
These nightmare summer posters, they spawn in the same locations every time,
Greetings, young
and you
grasshopper.
basically just go to
This is
them,
Pam,
and one of
sensei
them
of the
will
Black
have
Cat
your
Dojo.
number. Now on screen, I will show all of the locations for all of the possible nightmare poster spawns. Now, remember that if you mess up the Morse code, if you get the Morse code wrong, um, you will have to go and find another 6 symbols before you can go up to the poster and then obviously pick it up. Now, around the map, obviously, the posters will change if you pick up the wrong one. If you pick up the wrong one, it will change to a different one, and obviously, you'll have to go do the symbols again, and nobody wants to do that. But once you have figured out what poster you need, and like For example, if you need 420, you would go find the poster with the number 420 on it, and then you would pick it up. Once you've figured out your number, though, you can then start the next step. Once you have picked up your poster, you can then go to the rooftop of the Inferno Disco. But before we do that, I'm showing you on screen here the Pack-a-Punch spawn locations because the next step will require an explosive weapon or grenades. And in the video, I had gas grenades, so I couldn't use those, so I figured I would just Pack-a-Punch the Kendalls to use them as a weapon. Now, the Kendalls are very good for this Easter egg in multiple sections of the Easter egg, but I would recommend using them just because you can kind of get space around yourself. If there are any enemies around you that block you, or that if you get stuck, and the Pack-a-Punch locations, there are, I believe, 5 for the film reel, 3 for the Black Cat poster, and then 1 for the Black Cat token. The token spawns in the exact same place every single game, so that's the only one that you don't have to look for, and it will spawn under the Tough Enough machine. Just lay down and hold X and you pick it up. Once you have found all of the Pack-a-Punch parts, you can go Pack-a-Punch if you would like to. Now, obviously, you don't have to, but I would recommend you go and Pack-a-Punch because this map can be very hard even without a Pack-a-Punch weapon. The steps are very, very stressful, and if you don't have a Pack-a-Punch weapon, you have a higher chance of failing. So once you've checked all of the Pack-a-Punch part locations, you found all of your Pack-a-Punch parts and you Pack-a-Punched, or you have an explosive weapon ready, you can then start the next Easter egg step. So you're going to want to go up to the Inferno Disco rooftop and you'll see this big light. You're going to want to go up to it and hold X, and it will place the poster on it and there'll be an X in a window nearby. You're going to want to shoot the X, and then a bunch of ninja zombies are going to spawn. Kill them. I'd recommend keeping a zombie for this part, but you don't have to. But anyway, once you've killed all of them, quite a lot will spawn. You'll see a letter spawns on the wall, and then there'll be a bunch of symbols around the rooftop. Here are all the locations for them, but once this has spawned, I'm going to leave a link in the description to all of the words that have been confirmed that you can 100% get, and all of what each of the letters corresponding notes or stuff means. So
Your
once
spirit
you
is
figure
finally free.
this obviously use the symbols to spell out fortunes. Now, some words obviously will have a lot of variations. For example, the letter S has Samantha, Shaolin, Shield, and etc. etc. So for that, you're going to want to see if there is the A symbol, which is the double S, and if there is no double S, then you know that it's SH, and if there's no H symbol, then you know it's the next one, etc. Once you have figured out what word it is by process of elimination, you can finish the word by, obviously, once you get to the final symbol, you will shoot it and a gong noise will play, ending the word, and then you'll, all the symbols will disappear. So now you need to go to the other side of the map near the lion statue. If you go through the portal outside of Blue Bolts, go up the stairs, go to the left, and you will see another Rat King symbol. Go up to it, hold X, and the Rat King will spawn across from you. You need to kill him again, so just shoot him until the thing goes red, and then he'll go and disappear. Now his brain will spawn. Now go pick up the brain, and don't worry, you don't have to do any weird brain step. Once you've picked up the brain, you're gonna want to go back to the Black Cat dojo and speak to Pam. Now you'll notice just under the round counter, you'll see like a burning hole sort of thing that you would see in a film reel. Now, progress
Always know your
2
escape
rounds,
route,
3 if
whether
there
winning a
is
battle
a
or losing
roller
one.
skater round. And then on the 3rd round,
Sit back
when
and
you
relax.
kill someone, sometimes you're kind of slow, you will get a black screen that will come up on the screen, missing reel, shaolin shuffle. Now this is supposed to happen, obviously, this is not like a
Your skills
game-breaking
continue to
bug,
flourish,
anything
young
like that.
grasshopper.
When this happens, it will progress, I believe, 2 rounds ahead.
The
So
enemy you
for me,
faced
I went
possesses the
into this
final
on
ingredient
12,
to
so
the
this
freedom
put me
you so
on
greatly
14,
seek.
I believe.
It will take all that you've
And
learned and a
once you
sharp
go to
mind to be prepared for the
once you spawn back in after getting the missing reel, Shaolin shuffle, there will be a bunch of fire blocking off all of your exits of the area. Just kill some zombies, and then the step will be over. And now around the like the area, there will be a turnstile that spawns in with like a yellow sort of like glint to it. So go up and pick up the turnstile, and then go down to the spawn train station, and one of the turnstiles will be missing like a thing. Go place that on there, it will do 3 turns, and then you can go to the alleyway where Mule Munchies is. The Mule Munchies alleyway has like a scaffolding to it, and up in the window you have to shoot a Rat King symbol. Now, this is why I'd recommend using an explosive weapon, because you can just shoot the symbol without going up there. And then once you have done the symbol, a yellow circle like the rat step will spawn, and you basically just kill zombies inside of that circle, and it will disappear. And then around the map, another one would have spawned. So in this video, obviously, I show you the different spawn locations. There is one inside of the Inferno Disco room right there. Then there was one outside of the Inferno Disco. There was one in like the walkway up to the lion statue. There's one on the stairs above the lion statue, and then there is one in spawn. Each of these will like once they change, but you know there's like 6 of them, so I mean you can just run around. And once you've killed the zombies on the side, you will step. But what I would recommend for this step is either using a slug butt card or a hide and seek card. Once you've done all the yellow circles, you can go up to the DJ booth and hold X. Once you've held X on it, or you know your interaction, a zombie with a disco ball above its head will spawn. Now this zombie, once you kill it, if there is another zombie on the disco floor, it will go over to the next zombie, and then it will bounce around. So you need to do this, I believe, 8 times, which is kind of stressful because this spot is very annoying, especially with the trap in the middle. You can get stuck on it quite a lot. So I would recommend using a slug butt card here, which slows down all the zombies to their walking speed, and then you can kill the zombies, and once you've finished doing this
Power
step,
can enlighten those that do not
you will
feed
hear,
on it
obviously,
endlessly
the
for
gong
personal
noise,
gain.
and then you can proceed to the next part of Easter egg. Now, I will say that this step is very, very buggy and sometimes just you need to be on the dance floor for it. And sometimes you also need to be on the dance floor for the disco ball to swap around the zombie. This can be really annoying, especially so I would recommend having one of you on the dance floor and then one of you nearby if you're players. And if you're doing this with yourself as a solo, slug butt hard, slow down the zombies, slow speeds, so that you can do this step without having to worry about it. Once you have obviously done this step, and finally killed the final disco zombie, you will hear a gong. Then you're going to want to just exit the Inferno Disco. Rat weapon symbol, interact with it, and then the final shoot him, and he'll do his claw thing. And then once you have killed him, that took me a while to kill him because I was kind of being stupid. The Atlas is a good weapon for this, but it sucks for some reason. He will move around quite a lot. So just shoot him and eventually he will die. Now in this video I did get the red crosshair thing, but he was still around, so I just had to shoot him a little bit more, and then he goes under, and then his heart. Now you don't want to go up dojo Korea. You can go back to the dojo, speak on that. Now I would recommend getting fully subbed, fully Japan. If you go anywhere
you have proven yourself to be an adversary to beware of.
So this is where
I look forward to our
all
next
your
bout.
fully packaged weapons. So once you are ready and
Your skills continue to improve.
go down the stairs and enter the boss fight.
No power should be ignored.
In a quick
Especially that
summary,
of
this boss fight has
to wield it
3
wisely.
different stages: the eye, the brain, and the heart. Now, I would recommend starting with the brain first, because basically, after you damage him enough, you'll be able to pick up his different organs, I guess, and you're going to want to take them to the middle.
I have returned
down.
with that which you see.
Now, after you damage him enough, originally the parts will spawn, you pick them up, go to the middle, X, spawn. Now, the brain step, you simply just have to run around and try not to die for the duration of it. Then, once you get to the
You've
eye,
been quite the adversary, but alas,
you
our
need to
journey to
kill
the death
zombies
ends here.
in
One of us.
acid puddles which will spawn in his turf now. Twist of fate. Acid reappears.
Well done, young
Now,
With the
once you
wisdom
have
you've
done
gained, your path has become clear, and your journey's end that much
and get to the final step, which is
While you've achieved much, the lessons that remain will truly
once you get to the
test your
final step,
endurance and strength, and ways you
I
yet to
need to
experience
shoot symbols that spawn
with great focus and treasure.
up on the in the tunnels and stuff like that. Once you have shot them, or you need their bombs, damage them.
I've got enough heart for all of us.
Now, I will admit that some of this Easter egg is sort of hard to understand. I do apologize for that. But once you have shot all the symbols and you damage him enough, boom, you have the one-shot Easter egg. Finish Easter egg, pick up the soul food. But some of the things that I will, like some some tips is if you are playing this as a solo, I recommend spinning FH 40. It is the best weapon for this boss fight as it shoots multiple bullets damaging extremely easily. Boss fight can be easier than with any other. The more the sample also I recommend, but I would recommend the epic charge just because SMG it doesn't take up as much screen. But I will say that some of these steps can be really stressful. Hard to do it, especially
But with the desire to use
using the Friday if necessary. Beaten the Easter egg. Whichever one that you want to do.
Mahara.
Now beaten the Shaolin Shuffle Easter egg. Some things that I will say are this Easter egg really isn't that hard once you learn it, and once you have learned it, it can be very, very easy and just sort of like it's more hard trying to fail than it is to like beat it. Now, obviously, the boss fight can be quite stressful as a solo, but Pam Grier will revive you constantly, and like she can open up these crates where you can grab perks out of that will stay there for the entire duration of the boss fight, and I believe the rest of the game. I'm not too sure, but yeah, so that is a 2023 guide to the Shaolin Shuffle Easter egg. And if there are any questions that you might have, or that you think that I should drop it in the comments, uh, then just please ask. My gamer tag will be in the description also, so if you are having trouble on the Xbox, or on Xbox, not the Xbox, you can also ask me personally. You can message me and ask for help, and just be like, "Yeah, I'm having trouble at this part of the Easter egg. Can you help me beat it?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, sure." Um, if there are any steps that you think you would like me to explain in further detail, then comment them and I will get back to you and explain them to you in a longer, more drawn out way, because this video is already 25 minutes or about 30 minutes long, so I don't want to make it any longer. But if you like this type of content, like these Easter egg sort of explanation videos, then please tell me and I will do my best to make more of these. I will be making one for the Zombies in Spaceland and Rave Easter eggs soon, but those are more so like just standoff kind of Easter eggs, and I will also be trying to do one for the Attack the Radioactive thing, so if anyone needs those, then subscribe and I will be dropping that soon. Um, like I said, if there's any other questions that you have, parts of the Easter egg that you find hard, or just tips for other players, then you can drop them in the comments, or just, drop your gamer tag and have people message you if you need any help. So, yeah, if you like this video, then you can like and subscribe. It helps me with the algorithm and stuff, but if not, then that is completely fine, and I hope you have a great day. So, yeah, thanks for watching.